What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Dan and welcome to today's video. What I have for you today is a bullet journal tutorial for anyone who is considering starting a bullet journal. Now is a great time to start because it's the beginning of the year, but you can really start one anytime you want. This journal is the one that I will be using for second semester of my senior year. I was going to reorder the one that you see on screen, however they didn't have it, so instead I got the Hustler's Dotted Notebook by Hustle Co. It's very similar, except it has fewer pages, but it is a dot grid notebook, and that is the kind that I recommend. So some of the supplies that I have is the Uniball Signo 207 gel pen in the 0.5mm size, and then I also have a mechanical pencil and another gel pen in the 0.7mm size that I didn't show, and then I also have my Zebra Mildliners. Now you don't have to use those, but I just like them for color. However, all you really need to bullet journal is any notebook and a pen and you're set. Now I do recommend either a grid or dotted notebook because it does make it easier to take bullet notes and draw spreads. Now something that I do like about this notebook is that it has a 6-inch or 15cm ruler inside, which I did not actually know at the time of purchase, so that was a pleasant surprise. Also, this notebook has the pages numbered already, so if you're not into numbering your own pages, that's something to consider. Over here is a section to put your contact information should you lose your journal. And then on the very first page, I typically like to give my journal a title, although I don't really know anyone else who does. And then I also just add some stuff to the page, like stickers, and also have these 2 guitar picks, because I don't really like the really thin guitar picks, and I got these for free with a purchase of something else. So I just use them as decoration. And then I have stickers for 2 of the colleges that I've been accepted to because they were the ones who sent me stickers. Now on the next page is the index, and the index is basically just your table of contents for your journal. You'll write like the name of whatever important spreads you have and the page number. It's pretty self-explanatory. Here's a example from my current journal. As you can see, I have the page numbers. I also have the months highlighted in the color that I chose for that month, just so that they stand out against all the other pages. So yeah, the first page is going to be the index. I also have the second page as the index, just because I do like to have extra space in case I need it. Now the next page is actually supposed to be a key, but I'm not using a key in this journal, so I'll show you one for my first semester journal. If you are familiar with the Ryder Carroll method, aka the guy who created the bullet journal system, you should know most of these. But I will leave his website in the description in case you're not familiar. My bullet system is very similar. I just have a couple of extra things for like priority and overdue tasks, as well as for songs that I just feel like putting on my senior year playlist. This design for the key page I got, I think it was from the Kingdom Hearts Amino. It might have been from the Bullet Journal Amino, but I'm pretty sure it was from the Kingdom Hearts one. And it's just a keyblade. So the next thing is my class schedule. I pre-made all of these spreads in pencil, and that's something I highly recommend doing, especially if you're not going to use a ruler, but I do recommend using a ruler when making spreads like this. So my class schedule is different on a day-to-day basis, so I have all 5 days and then the hours on the left side. This class schedule is blank because I don't really want people knowing my class schedule, because I probably dropped like 10,000 hints in like old vlogs where it doesn't actually have my school name, but people probably know where my school is. As you can see, I made a mistake over there, but that's fine. I'm not really a perfectionist. Well, that's a lie. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, but honestly, I just got over it. Now, I actually did end up filling in the schedule because I need to show you something for the next spread, and that is that all of my classes are color-coded. So my study halls are both color-coded, and I have 2 study halls. One is my 6th period, and that is the one that I use for my AP Bio self-study. The other one is for my 7th period on the days where I don't have my dual enrollment class, and I use those for doing extra stuff for pre-calc, studying for pre-calc, because I'm currently not doing very well in that class. Now, this spread is very similar to the future log, although I have adapted it for students. It is an assignment tracker. You can see it has a key at the bottom and has all 4 months of this semester. The next page is my semester goals, my academic goals, and my personal goals, because I do want to make this as best of a semester as it can be, as it is my last one of high school. The next spread that I have is the bookshelf spread. You might have seen this on like Pinterest or something. See, I like this spread, but the thing is, it is very time consuming to make, and also once you color in the bookshelf, you can't add more books, and I found that to be a little bit frustrating. So I made a very simple one for you guys, well, mostly for myself, because I didn't feel like drawing that whole complicated thing. I have 3 shelves on this page. I have a fiction shelf, a classic shelf, and a non-fiction shelf. I'm currently trying to read more just in general this year, but especially more classics and non-fiction. So basically what you do for this spread is you just draw in all the books. You can see they're sort of like pre-drawn, but I'll show you what I mean. You can see I'm like just drawing the basic shapes of the books and then labeling them. So then when you actually do read them, you just color in the books, whatever color you want, it doesn't matter. Or you could just have a checklist. Honestly, do what you want, it's your journal. You might not even want to have a bookshelf. You really could just have a checklist and it will accomplish the exact same purpose. But I just thought I'd show you this one, and then on the next page is the reading log. It's just a blank page. Now, if you've seen my previous video, my previous bullet journal video, you'll know that I have the winter playlist and the winter worship playlist in my December month. And so I'm migrating that into this journal, except I'm making the heading a lot simpler. And I think I'm going to be doing that for all of my spreads, because I'm lazy. Not just because I'm lazy, just because it takes a lot of time and I don't want to do it. Now, the next spread is the calendar spread for the month of February, and how this is different from my calendar spread for December, if you watched my previous bullet journal video, is it actually has the habit tracker built right in, so I don't need to make another page for that. And so you see it has the key at the bottom for all the different habits. The boxes are 6 by 6, so you can have up to 6 habits in each box, or for each day, so you can track up to 6 habits over the month. And my month starts on Monday and ends on Sunday, or my week starts on Monday, ends on Sunday, mostly because I do my planning on Sunday. And then there's also the goals page and the page for next month. This is an example of this month's calendar. As you can see, it has all the dates filled in. Also, you should make sure you have all of the most important dates marked. Now, the next page is my prayer tracker. well, not really a tracker, just a list of things and people that I need to pray for. And then I couldn't really decide what to put on this page, so I put a verse from one of my favorite Psalms. Now the next page is the weekly spread, and the weekly spread, well, it gives you an overview of your week, and this is where you'll have most of your tasks and events that you need to do. It'll show you an overview. I have it divided into 8 sections, one that has more of an overview of the goals for the week, and then the 7 days. As I said, it does start on Monday because I do my planning on Sunday. I actually do recommend that. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine. However, I do recommend it. It does take some getting used to, but once you do, it feels a lot more convenient. Now here's an example from my current journal. This is this week, actually. So you can see I have the month and a mini calendar in the top left corner, the goals for the week, and then all of the stuff that I need to do over the week that I know of on Sunday. I have events highlighted, and I also have all day events just kind of written over the whole thing, and then I write whatever I want over it. Do whatever you want in those boxes, honestly. That's kind of the thing about bullet journaling, is you can literally do whatever you want. Do whatever works for you, as long as you're getting more organized and planning everything, then it's gonna work. Now the next page that I'm going to show you is the daily spread. Well, really it's only half of it. Basically, this part of my daily spread is a lengthier version of the stuff that I have on the Monday section of my weekly spread. So the weekly spread will have only enough space for the more general stuff, and then that page will have everything in more detail. And then I also like to do some longhand journaling on most days, so I'll typically have that in addition to my daily task list. So that is all of the spreads that I have to show you for today. I really hope that this video helps you, especially if you're a student, whether you're in high school or college, or even if you're not a student, you can still probably use most of these spreads, or just adapt them to your needs. And that's the great thing about bullet journaling, is you can adapt it to your current needs, and you're not stuck with a set format like you would be in a traditional planner. And you can make spreads for anything. I had one for my packing list for my senior retreat. I'm actually about to make another one for another packing list for 30-hour famine, because I'll be at the school all day and all night right after I finish this video. But anyway, guys, I hope this really helped you. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more. Bye.